Hello everyone, my name is Hiram Besadnout and I am Application Engineer for Micrographics. Today we're going to do something a bit different. We're going to have a look at some of MGFX tools for Inventor that can assist you in the designing environment. Now Micrographics did create quite a few different tool sets or extensions that you can utilize within Inventor environment. And one of the tools would be the SANS Steel library. Now, if you open up your internet browser, you can go to MGFX Tools for Inventor, and it would actually take you down to this page over here. And you'll be able to see we've got quite a few different tools. But the one we're going to focus on in this video, it's the SANS Steel library. Now the SANS Steel library is the South African national standard for steels in South Africa, and it's according to all the specifications and standards. Now this is quite a great tool that you can utilize in Inventor in your frame generator capacity as an example. So it's quite easy once it's downloaded. There's quite a few instructions, and then you can go and simply just activate it after you've got the activation code from us. Once it's activated, you can simply open up your Inventor, open up a standard assembly environment, and we all know Inventor's content center does come with I-beams and channels and quite a few different types of structural specifications. Now the SANS library is integrated into the content center within Inventor. From here, if you go to place from content center, you can go and filter or select your filters on or off, and you can actually go and choose to add an existing filter or create a new group. Now in this instance, I created the SANS. You'll see all the standards is off except the SANS library is ticked on. Now this is quite a good extension that you can utilize within Inventor. I'm just going to go and create a normal layout. Let's go actually and create a layout. So component, make a layout. I'm just going to call this layout 6 as an example. Going to choose metric, and me creating a layout is I'm just going to create a small skeleton model that we can utilize in the environment, in the assembly environment, to create your frame generator. Now yes, you can go and place your SANS libraries or I-beams from the content center or your channels, or you can even utilize the frame generation within Inventor. So I'm just going to go and create a layout to create a skeleton model in the assembly environment. And all I'm going to do is just create a 2-point center rectangle. Let's give it a nice dimension, 1200 by 1200. And I'm going to extrude this in a symmetrical manner, and let's say 1200 just to make it quite easy. Now because we do have a skeleton model, we can actually use the skeleton model to bring in the frame generation capability of Inventor. I'm going to return to the home page. From here I can go to the design tab and I can insert the frame. And the nice thing about the assembly environment and the frame generation capacity, it actually does come and include the SANS library because it has been activated into Inventor once you have downloaded it. So in the standard, I can go down to the SANS library. I can choose if I would like I-beams or channels. You can choose if you want a parallel flange, a taper flange, universal beam, or so on. You can choose your size, your material, and then you can go and simply go and place it inside, and it would work exactly like any other frame would. You can go and rotate it if required. You can choose the placement like any other beam as well. You can also go and rotate within your properties tab over here. Just going to leave it as is. I can choose the lines and it would actually go and generate those frames for me. Going to rotate this just at 90 degrees so that makes a little bit more sense. Going to say OK and yes, and you'll notice that it actually created the SANS library or the SANS I-beams exactly like it would create your normal frame generation. You can go and choose more. Let's just choose a taper flange as an example. You can also go and choose your angles or other. Here you can see there's rails, and there you'll see your sizes. Let's choose a 30, and I'm just going to utilize and place this inside. Once it has been generated, I can simply say OK, and it would generate those frames, and I can switch off the visibility of my skeleton model that I used, and you can still go and use your mitre tool sets or commands within Inventor, and it would work exactly the same like it would work with any other frame standards. If I go into the assembly environment and go into the bill of materials, you'll notice here is your phantom part, your assembly, so you can go and choose that as purchased or normal. And if you open up the assembly, you'll notice it has created the bill of materials for you. So it still does incorporate quite nicely within the Inventor environment that you can utilize. And the SANS library, it is quite beneficial, especially in South Africa. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe and follow for more content.